Hey guys, I'm back. So let's not delay this any further. Time for my little mini review of the sequel to Alien, which of course is James Cameron's Aliens. All in all, Aliens is a really great movie. Definitely the best out of the sequels, best out of the entire series. I love it. It's really great. I love it. So the basic overall plot of the movie is that Ripley has been out in space for 57 years, and then she has to go to this inquest to basically talk, and basically it's almost like a trial or something like that. Basically just going over what happened in the first film and stuff like that. And so then Ripley ends up with her pilot license being suspended, which kind of sucks, but she also finds out that there are actually people living on the planet LV-426, and one of the scenes that got cut out from the movie, which you can actually see on the collector's edition, is that actually shows the colonists and their families and stuff like that. It also shows a scene with Newt, played by Carrie Henn, and Newt's family out there, and they come across a derelict ship from the first film, but then all of a sudden, when Newt's mother and father come back, Newt's father has a facehugger attached to him, and we all know what that means. So yeah, things go all wrong, and then the communications then cut off between the planet and the company. So then Burke, played by Paul Reiser, he suggests that Ripley accompany a team of Colonial Marines as a consultant, and so eventually she accepts, and the Marines go to the planet, and then they come across Newt, who has actually outwitted the aliens by finding different ways to escape and stuff like that. So she's actually very, very resourceful for being a little girl. She's been able to outsmart the aliens, outwit the aliens, just pretty much like escape from them time after time. It's really incredible, really. And but yeah, then ultimately later on in the movie they come across the alien queen, which is huge, gigantic, and just really a really great addition to the series, to actually see the queen, because those eggs that we saw in the first film, obviously someone had to lay them, so that's where the queen comes in. So yeah, basically that it all leads to the final showdown between Ripley and the queen, and of course we get the biggest, well, actually not the biggest, but like the most well-known line from the entire movie. I love it. That, of course, is when Ripley says to the queen, "Get away from her, you bitch!" I love that line. So many people love it. It's like the best Ripley line out of the entire franchise ever. So yeah, and the cast is really great. Sigourney Weaver's back as Ripley. She does an amazing job. Definitely, she just did a fantastic job, and she actually got nominated for an Academy Award, which I thought was actually pretty darn cool when I found that out. But yeah, and the cast who plays the Marines is really cool. Bill Paxton is in it, Michael Biehn, Lance Henriksen, Jeanette Goldstein, and just a really great cast of characters. And the cast itself is just really great. Can't go wrong with a cast like that. So yeah, and of course Carrie Henn as Newt, she just did a great job. Sadly, I think Aliens was the only movie she ever did. I don't think she did anything else after that, so yeah, that kind of sucks. But of course, I was surprised that they actually made a sequel after Aliens, because it was so popular that they had to make a sequel. But overall, Aliens is definitely a worthy sequel to the original Ridley Scott film. Aliens is definitely much more action-adventure movie than what the first film was, which, as I said, was kind of like a science fiction horror thriller suspense movie in space. And the tagline for Aliens was, "This time it's war," and throughout the movie I was like, yeah, this is definitely war. Like, humans versus aliens, which one's gonna win? And of course the humans ultimately win, so there you go. But yeah, but still, Aliens, definitely the best out of the bunch. You know, like, if I had to count how many flaws there were in the movie, the number would be 0. No flaws. Definitely a lot of strengths to the movie. The story was great. It was really, really, really good. But if I had to choose between watching the original theatrical version or the collector's edition, I would definitely recommend watching the collector's edition. It's really great. Tons of brand new footage, like we found out Ripley had a daughter and stuff like that. It's just really, really great. Definitely a much better version of the movie to watch, and James Cameron actually said that he prefers the collector's edition over the original theatrical edition, so there you go. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are my thoughts on Aliens, so I'll talk to you guys later to do my mini review of David Fincher's Alien 3. So yeah, see you guys.